Good morning, explorers. This is technically the Old Trails Road, the precursor to 66, but the road that they followed pre-66 out of Kingman. Got an old water pipeline over there. And as always near 66, a lot of train activity. For some reason there's a tie-in, I think, between trains and motorcycles. I don't know why, but I kind of feel like there is.
Past the point of no return, baby, on the summer night. A shot of love and a spark of love to breathe. The stars align and the month times night burn like a dried out leaf. Are we leaving on the next train, baby? I do believe. Come on, let's ride this train. Come on, let's ride this train. Now I ain't missed a 9 to 5, I don't hear it in my song. I'm gonna pull my weight, don't get me wrong. Brand new start and a whole new part, they are big old shoes to fill. I'll be there on that platform, babe, you know I will. Come on, let's ride this train. Come on, let's ride this train. Now nothing is this rush of life, you'll never find it smack.
Going through Kingman here on Old Route 66, the 66 route. This is actually a lot of the buildings you see here. A lot of the buildings you see here are actually from the original alignment through Kingman. I mean, when you see a bakery like that, very well could have been a service station, especially with the rock front. That definitely was a service station. I can talk. You can't hear it, but that train behind me is really loud. I'm at the Kingman Visitor Center, which used to be the power station for the town, running all the industry and the mines power. They've converted it over to a museum for Route 66, where they have all kinds of memorabilia from when the road ran through Kingman. They've also have like small tableaus of life in a pop shop or a mercantile or a gas station. And it's a really good museum. I highly recommend going to it. This is a Prairie Schooner. We just hooked up oxen and horses, and started across heading west. They cleared all their things and I walked along with it. P66, obviously, the 66 head cars. And I guess if there's nothing to do on the trail, this happens. National Old Trails Highway, 1913 to 1926. Just precursor to the 66. There's some rocks right there. There's rocks all over the place as far as I'm concerned. This is the part I'm heading through today. Route 66 followed the National Old Trails Highway for the most part through the west coast, or the west side, New Mexico, Arizona. We're leaving on the next train, babe. So take your seat. If you saw The Grapes of Wrath, or if you read the book, This is what they experienced. They packed up their cars and their trucks because the Dust Bowl and Depression of the 30s, when they started rolling out west towards California with their families. Their long roads, cars are old, barely held together, some single-handed, some caravans. And this is what they look like. Food was scarce. The problem was that they weren't well received because they were migrants and they were taking food from and the jobs from local people. Like I said, the cars barely held together. Took all their belongings with a big hole in it, and off they went. Tires would flatten, fan belts would give out, radiators would overheat. And then later on, people crossed 66 and something more like this. Nice new Studebaker. Most people didn't realize that actually electrical vehicles were invented way before the combustion engine. This is the Electric Car Museum, and I did not know this existed. That's Ken right there. Ken's going to get me a map of Arizona. These are all electric cars. Like I said, electric cars were invented before the combustion engine. When Ken came back, he gave me a map of Arizona, a map of New Mexico, told me a lot about Route 66 through the Flagstaff area, and he is the curator of the electrical car museum, part of the museum, and actually kind of took me on a tour of the place. And I got to tell you, it's a pleasure and honor to meet him, and I thank him very much.
Oh, come on, let's ride this train. Yeah, come on, let's ride this train. Oh, come on, let's ride this train. Oh, come on, let's ride this train.
Somewhere in the middle of the Arizona desert is a small souvenir shop that has put up a Giganticus Headicus and sells souvenirs. I stopped, of course, to take some pictures, and I had myself a really nice cold Coke, and then kept moving. And then eventually traveled through Valentine, which had some old stations, an old post office, another old station, and then later on down the road is another really old station and garage. This is Seligman, Route 66, and in all honesty, this is what saved Route 66. Angel Delgadillo has a barbershop up here. When it bypassed the town, I-40 bypassed the town, he single-handedly created basically a tourist destination for the town, Seligman. And then he went up and down 66 and got other towns to do the same, putting 66 back on the map. That's why this is considered like the heart of 66, Seligman. Delgadillo's barbershop is up here. There's the barbershop.
In a quarter mile, turn right.
Yeah, I'm not doing that right now. And then his brother opened up the snow cap here. When I stopped at the barbershop, his son-in-law was there, and I spent about 20 minutes talking to him. And it's still a working barbershop. You can tour the shop. They have a cutout of Angel Delgadillo there. And so I got to take pictures of the things that he had in the shop, some of the the souvenirs and mementos that he has gathered over the years for saving Route 66. I bought some souvenirs. And then I went next door to the Snow Cap and had a burger and milkshake, which was probably one of the better ones I had on the whole trip. And his brother did a great job of just making the Snow Cap Cafe a really fun place to eat at. Historic Route 66.
I've been driving all night long to the place where I belong, back to where I started from, the only place that I call home. 17 around the bend, drinking with my old best friend, listening to the radio. I thought we'd stay until the end. It wasn't always right, but it wasn't all that bad. This was all we had. And when I see it now, I always feel so free. I guess this town's still a big part of me. That's the spot where I got.
Although insured,
From the cops, I thought they would have changed the name by now.
remember, kiddo,
Anyhow, that's where I saw Jenny first. Then
they don't pay you.
I heard that she's a doctor now. She got out of this.
They pay your widow. Barbershop.
It wasn't always right, but it wasn't all that bad. This was all we had.
The old Route 66. Kind of cool. See two bridges coming up on the here. The one on the right, I'm going west again. The one on the right is an old 66 bridge from the 20s or 30s, I think. It goes up over here. You can see where the roadbed used to go. And then as we pass over it, we will have, see, it's coming up here. You can get off there and actually go up there, but I'm not doing that. But this is the current bridge. That's the old 66 bridge right there, with the old roadbed and everything. And then you have the road coming back onto where we are now, the original 66. Old 66 bridge. That's kind of cool. Keep on going.
I wish I could have seen this all.
Get your fix.
Out somewhere.
It's our museum
There's nothing I could do about it now.
on Route 66.
It's right, but it wasn't all that
Barbershop.
bad. This was all.
That is an old bar and brothel right there. Old bar and brothel. Which is kind of cool. 1903. Still standing. Don't know what they're using it for now, but the store since 1929. Zettlers. DeSoto's Salon. That car was driven by Elvis Presley. That's an old Richfield station. I don't think they even make Richfield gas anymore. This is Williams. Old Williams. And it's full of vacationers, so I'm going to be a little leery of what they're doing with their RVs. This is old Route 66 through Williams.
I guess this town's still a big part of me. It wasn't always right, but it wasn't all that bad. This was all we had. And when I see it now, I always feel so free. I guess this town's still a big part of me. I guess this town's still a big part of me.
I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please like it, subscribe, ring the bell. As always, be great, do good, go out and explore.